Hey everybody, and welcome back to the English for the Workplace online course. In this video, we're going to be going over Module 2, which talks about applying for jobs. I'm going to be talking about a brief introduction about the different forms of employment and what jobs are in general. And then after that, we're going to be going over job advertisements and what you should look for when job hunting. Then we're going to go over preparing for the job interview and some of the more common do's and don'ts when it comes to, being in the job interview and things you should be saying, things you shouldn't be saying, and stuff like that. So I'm going to open my slides right now and we're going to dive right in. So I'm going to make sure this is on full screen first, and then I will show my screen like so. Okay, let's start with Module 2. All right, so like we said, applying for a job, we have different career opportunities that we're going to be talking about, different job advertisements, and what to look for. Okay, let's start with the introduction. Now, let me ask you a question. When it comes to a job, what does the word job mean to you as an individual? See, for most people would think that, hey, a job is when I go to a company or an institution, I do a service and get paid. That is, in simple terms, exactly what a job is. You get hired by a company or an institution, you go and do a duty or a service that is needed of you, and then you get financially compensated. Okay? I will say before we talk about the different forms of employment that there are no bad jobs or jobs that are quote unquote insignificant, because if a job was useless, then it wouldn't exist. Employers don't want to waste money. So if a job exists, no matter how mundane or simple it looks, it's still very important to society. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the different forms of employment and different jobs that people do for a living in society. Let's start with a simple one. Here we have teachers or just educational professionals in general. These are the people that help you understand the curriculum that you're being taught, whether you're 5 years old or you're in university like myself. Um, these are the people that help you understand your curriculum, and these are also very highly influential people because you meet them from a young age. Their main focus or their main job is, again, to make sure you understand the material that is being taught, and at the same time make sure that you have a good future slash career when you're older or in your post-grad studies. Okay, next we have doctors. Now, I knew you guys saw this one coming. Doctors or medical professionals, these are some of the most highly respected people when it comes to jobs and in society in general. These are the people that make sure that we as humans feel our best at all times, and that when something does go wrong within our bodies, they are the first people to talk that we go to make sure that we get the right treatment. And let's say if you're in an unfortunate event that you have, let's say, a disease or a sickness that is unfortunately incurable, uh, doctors are the people that make sure that you stay on the perfect treatment for you and that you're experiencing as little pain as possible. Okay. Next, we have police officers. So we're going from doctors to people that enforce the law. Law enforcement in general is very important in our society. These are the people that keep our streets safe. They make sure that rules and laws are being followed. Some people are going to break the laws and they should be uh, held accountable. So these are the people that do so. Their main job is to make sure that we're safe on the streets. They make sure that crime doesn't go unsolved. So solving crimes, people like detectives are also considered, well, they were at one point police officers before becoming detectives, but that's a whole other story. So police officers, again, they're the people that ensure our safety and make sure they solve crimes. On a similar note, actually, we have firefighters as well. These are the people that respond to fires and make sure that they help the people in danger from burning in, say, a building or in a place that has been taken over by a wildfire, for example. Okay. Next, we have farmers. You notice how all of these are very different people. They're doing different things to society, but they're all equally as important. A teacher is as important as a doctor, as a police officer, as a farmer, etc. So farmers are people that plant food. They give us the food well, they give their food to supermarkets for financial compensation. They grow their own food, so vegetable plants, fruits, and they take care of animals, and then they can later sell them for food again uh, for a price. So all the food that you see that you buy from the supermarket, most of the time it comes from farmers. All right. After that, we have chefs or cooks. These are the people that cook food in a professional setting. So if you've ever gone to a restaurant, if you've ever gone to a fancy hotel, the people that make your food, these are called chefs. Their main job is to make sure that they can manage a kitchen, especially in a professional and in a quick setting, because you need to be able to make food and manage a kitchen very quickly. And you got to be quick on your hands when you're a chef in a professional setting. So yeah, their main job is to manage a kitchen and make sure that they make food that actually tastes good. Otherwise, they won't have any customers. Right. After that, we have waiters or waitresses. Uh, these are the people that bring you the menu. They get you beverages. If you've ever been to a restaurant or any place really that sells food and water or food and drinks. These are the people that come to you, they greet you, they usually give you the menu, and then they write your order down, they serve you your food, take your plates after, and finally give you the bill. Again, these are very respectable people. These are people that work with other people all day, every day, and that can be very exhausting when you're dealing with all kinds of people day in and day out. So, again, very, very important to society. None of us would go out to eat if there wasn't any waiters or waitresses to serve us. Okay, I don't. There's one more that I'd like to add that's not here, and that is artists. Uh, it's a little unconventional. People don't look at artists the same way as they look at like doctors, for example, but they still hold a job, although that job is a little bit different. So an artist is someone that uses their creativity to their advantage in a field that needs it. So for example, when we talk about writing or poetry or let's say painting, for example, even music, all of these are fields that require a great deal of creativity to stand out. And that's what artists usually aim to do. They're giving you something on their mind, something they want to address, whether it's a story or something about, an important topic that they want to talk about, if it's music or writing or a painting. And that's what makes them stand out, and hence the name, artistic value, or them being artists.